Hi guys, FrostFangs here and welcome back once again to another Paladins video. Today we're doing some more Furia. This time we're actually going to go ahead and play in a game with a different loader that a couple of you guys suggested to me in the comments at the last one. I was going to try and play the event, the actual Rise of Furia deathmatch thing where you get to the summit and stuff, but I queued for it and I wasn't able to find a game. Now I'm queuing for deathmatch and hoping that I'll find one through here. So sadly it looks like we'll have to wait until release until I'm able to get a video to you guys on this, but that's okay because we have got quite an interesting thing to do today with Furia. We've got the legendary stuff which you get for getting her level 50. I think it looks badass, especially the weapon, the black and gold thing they've got going on now looks really cool, but the loadout is a lot more based around the damage legendary. I thought I'd be going for the healing one, but I already kind of know how the healing one is going to work out. Same as Cherish, I kind of know how both of these will work in a game, as well as Celerity. There's probably a couple others we could do with, but I don't really feel like doing that right now, so we're going to focus around Exterminate, because the damage on it is actually pretty strong. It's 20 every 0.05, which makes it 400 a second. I think the stun by default is 1 second, and if we increase the duration on it, which we can do thanks to this lovely card here, Conviction, we can make it a 1.5 second stun, which is already pretty strong, but it's a 1.5 second stun plus 600 damage, if I'm doing my maths correctly anyway, and that should help us land some shots. We can land, I think, 3 shots. Yeah, if we can land 3 shots in that, which will be enough to kill nearly every squishy character. I'm hoping that this works out. The loadout's got a couple other things in it, extra radius, and these 2 cards here, which should combo quite nicely. Successfully hitting attacks on our F will reduce the cooldown by 2 seconds. I don't know if that's per attack. If it is, that's ridiculous because that's an entire 6 seconds because they nearly always hit because they auto-aim, but I don't know how that works just yet, and also reducing the cooldown of that so we can spam it a little bit more because the cooldown on all of our stuff isn't that long, like 12 seconds and 10 seconds. If we can reduce that by 6 just by landing the things on our F, that's going to be really ridiculous comboed with this. So I'm hoping it'll work out. I just need to make sure that I actually go ahead and get Furia, I suppose. So it took a good 15 minutes of queuing, but I'm finally here. We finally got bloody Furia. She looks so cool on the starting screen here before we get into the game. The lobby, I don't know how I forgot the name of that. We're playing Siege Splitstone Quarry, which is going to be a bit of an interesting map for it because there's quite a lot of verticality, and as I explained in the previous video, it does hit all levels, or at least it seems like it does, so this is a good one to try it on. Could you let me, Furia, recording for YouTube? I am too. I don't want to be a dick, but I kind of trying to do a video too. Shoutouts to GOFRT. It's a shame he's not going to be able to play Furia. I think he's actually just going to AFK, or not. He's going to pick Nando. He is shout out for being a good sport. He could have not picked and then tried to re-queue 5 minutes later, but props to him. I would have let him do it. Honestly, if I wasn't making a video, I usually let people play the character that they want to play, and I'm not usually bothered. But for the sake of this video, I have to be a bit of a knob and take Furia from her. I did pick him first, so technically I earned her. That's the rule, right? I don't know. I feel kind of bad now. Although, as you can tell, we've got the new loading frame going on, which looks absolutely sick. We've got a new Drogos, a new Meve on our side, as well as a Willow and a Nando. We're going up against a Khan, Buck, new Meve, a Furia, and a new Drogos. So let's go for Exterminate. I'm really interested to see how this actually works. This is the new weapon. Also want to add a correction that I mentioned in my previous video. Meve isn't actually 9 or 11. I thought she was underage because I remember it being talked about a decent amount when she was actually released. But according to you guys, she's 18. She's a young adult. So I just wanted to throw that correction out there because technically Meve isn't a child, even though I thought she was. I thought Talus was too, but apparently they're both just young adults, and that's fine by me. What do I go for? Chronos, I guess, because we're trying to spam our Q. Chronos makes sense, sure. Shout out to GOFRT, he just said hi, Frost. I still feel bad. I'm gonna drop him a U-Rock. Shout out to GOFRT. I don't recognize the name, but he sounds like a nice guy. He didn't just AFK, so that gets points from me. Oh my lord, she looks pretty on a mount. The wings and everything, hell yeah, I'm liking this. I'm gonna drop a yes and then another U-Rock, and let's see if we can get this stun going. There's the Q. Anybody want to walk around? No. Let's get some shots on. Obviously, we deal pretty shitty damage at the start. There's a heal on you. Don't know what the other Fury is going for, but right now we seem to be dealing pretty good damage. There's a thingy on you. That missed, sadly, but he's gone any second now. There we go. Another heal on you. Let's get rid of the Buck. That's an easy kill right there. I haven't played in a couple of days, so I'm a little bit rusty, but we're still doing okay. Let's throw that Q down. Is that going to work? No? Oh, it did. We actually managed to kill her with that. Nice. Interested to check out what the Fury is going for. She's gone for a healing loadout, which is pretty based around the F and the right click, it seems. Yeah, so her kit's pretty much based around that. I want to see the damage because that's what this whole loadout's about, but sadly we're not doing too good right now. I'm trying to get some heals on my teammates and also stay alive. I think he just asked me what I think of the new champ. Sadly, I can't answer him just yet, but Jesus Christ, that damage is immense. Let's get away there and deal 600 damage while we're at it. That damage on the Q is insane. Can we do this through walls? Of course we can. So I could technically just sit back here and keep throwing that Q. It doesn't seem to put me into combat, which is interesting. Let's throw a heal on him. My god, Furia is a little bit ridiculous. I didn't honestly think she was going to be this much fun, but Jesus Christ, she's just everything I kind of needed in a Paladin's character, if we're being honest. There's all that damage for her. Jesus Christ, this is insane. It's like a Genos Void Grip, except it's really, really good, and it's practically guaranteeing a kill if you landed on somebody. Obviously, it stops on the first character you hit it on, so it's not ridiculous, but that freaking Furia right there got tagged, and we had enough time to go run over to her and actually put her down out of her misery, so that shows you how crazy it is. There's the F. I'm interested to see if that resets the cooldown by 6 seconds or just 2. I don't know if I'll get a chance to see it in this video, but let me know in the comments if you do indeed know. Let's throw that down there. There's a heal for you. I think we're probably going to go ahead and kill the Furia there. The amount of tick damage we just dealt was immense. I'm sorry I'm not typing to this guy. I'm just kind of concentrated on playing and getting some thoughts out there on Furia, because right now, this is way more fun than I thought it would be. I was excited for her, because she seemed like she fit my playstyle really well with the whole damage and heal thing, which, as you guys know, I genuinely do enjoy playing. But right now, the amount of damage we can deal and the amount of healing we can still output is pretty damn good. Let's go ahead and use the ult. Sure, man, that feels good. I like the fact they added that little phase there where you can kind of fly around. The amount of damage output, again, is just immense. Let's chuck that down there and F away. How much does that reduce the cooldown by? It seems like it's 2 seconds for each one. So that is a 6-second cooldown reduction. I'm going to get hit by that. Or not. I managed to dodge it. Let's throw our Q down there. We didn't manage to peg anybody, but Jesus Christ, there's the F to reset the cooldown on it. Let's chuck that back over there. Let's get a heal on this Nando. We're on 19 health. I really should be dead right now. There was a heal on the Meve accidentally. Chuck the F to dash away. Let's see if we can kill him. There we go. First round, 2-0. What a freaking start. Furia is immense. She plays so much differently than I thought she would. Her heal is actually really easy to land. The F misses more than I thought it would because it can actually hit the ground. I didn't realize it would actually be destroyed. So if I fire it like this, obviously it doesn't work because it goes straight forward. But if somebody like jukes it, it's pretty easy for it to be destroyed. The Q, on the other hand, is absolutely insane. You hit a Q on somebody, the amount of damage they take in that 1.5 second is 600. And obviously they're also stunned for 1.5 seconds, which means they can take damage from everywhere else. And it's not hard to see them because there's a massive light beam shining from the person you just stunned. This is a different way to play Furia that I wasn't expecting to like. I was expecting to play her a lot more towards the healing side of things and less focused on the damage, but this feels a little bit more natural, just being able to throw a Q that passes through a hell of a lot of the map. And let's use our F to get some movement there. Hello, Khan, what's popping? Wish the fire rate was a bit faster. I think that's mainly just because I'm not healing anybody. I'm not doing a great job. Holy crap, we took nearly his entire health bar off. Also, shoutouts to my team. They're doing a great job. Kind of interesting seeing the new Drogos. I haven't really been paying too much attention to it. Can we get rid of this Meve? There we go. Our Meve managed to finish her off. Drogos has done a really good job. Meve's done a really good job. Shout out to the entire team right now. I'm going to get some heals on him. The new skin looks cool. It's a little bit busy. There's a lot going on with it, but man, it does look nice. The purple and white, it looks cool. It doesn't look like it even fits into Paladins, but I like it. We just finished off a Drogos. I just fired a Q hoping it would hit somebody, and it actually did. I'm going to die now, probably. Let's chuck a Q down. I throw that. It still goes if you die. I didn't know that. Kind of was expecting it to disappear, but it looks like it keeps going even if you're dead. Let's get kill to heal. I don't even know. I've just gone for Chronos so I can spam my stuff. She is so much fun. Being able to throw your Q and just obliterate somebody through a wall. The fact that it doesn't stop on walls is probably what makes it so strong and what makes it feel ridiculously beefy. You don't have that much continuous heals. You're definitely more centered around burst. Your heals are much closer to Ceres than they are to Genos, but at the same time, when you hit somebody with that Q, they feel it. They're stuck there for a second and a half if they don't have CC reduction, and then obviously they're taking a ton of damage. This can be countered. The reason I don't feel like this is overpowered and the reason I wouldn't personally call Furia overpowered is simply because that Q can easily be countered with resilience, and Haven and Blast Shields don't need to be picked all the time. It's not like a Cauterize or Wrecker decision. People can pick up resilience and that'll counter the stun time by quite a lot, but then again, it's still a stun. It'll still do some good damage. Just being able to like throw it down here, just like that. It's got a pretty big radius on it. We didn't hit anybody there, but man, it does do a good job of separating people. Let's chuck the F back. Where is everybody? Should I ult here? I don't know. There's only a couple of us here. Should I go for it? I don't know if I should ult. There's a heal for you. Let's chuck the Q down. Who's it going to stop on? Is it even going to hit anybody? There's a Meve there. What's popping Meve? We did some good damage. Jeez. I don't really know how to explain how Furia feels. I'm really, really excited to see what they do to her afterwards, like if they're going to buff her or if they're going to nerf her. I'm also really interested to see what you guys think about her when she's in live, because you don't really get a good idea on PTS because they're really, really new and people don't know how to deal with them yet. I'm wondering how much it'll be different when people have played with Furia for a while and she's been out for a good little amount of time and people have learned to counter her. But Jesus Christ, you land that stun on somebody, it's game over. They're not coming back from that. And also just the 6-second reset on that Q is insane as well. Is he going to walk into that? No, 230 damage isn't massive because of damage reduction. We can use that F. There we go. Double kill. I don't know how I managed to get a double. Let's chuck that over. Obviously, it'll go over shields as well, which is another thing. Let's use that to reset the cooldown. Chuck that back down the middle. Jesus Christ, this reset is insane, and he's gone. Do we emote to finish it off? What's my emote? I'd never seen the emote before. Okay, it's a bit like Terminus's. I'll take that victory. Furia has by far stolen my love for characters at the moment. I have not liked a character this much in a good little while. She feels like an absolute beast. You can just destroy people. Also, the Drogo's just demolished people that entire game. He was killing people continuously. You'll see that in the stats in a second. That gun looks fantastic. Also, a little sneak peek there at the Drogo skin that I'll hopefully have some keys to give away if Hi-Rez are nice enough to send me some more stuff for you guys. Man, that was insane. And there's the new menu music as well if you wanted to hear it. I like the fact that it's still got the theme and the sound of the original Paladins song, just with drums and guitar and synths and all that good stuff. I don't even know if those were the instruments that I'm hearing right now, but it sounds cool. That was my point. We didn't get best healer. Wasn't really expecting to, considering I didn't have the healing legendary card, but their freaking Furia did. Obviously, their Furia is going to have more healing than us. I went for damage. She went for healing, so I'm obviously not going to have that. You've got best flank. We also got best damage and best objective time. I feel like he had more than 38k, but if I compare it now, that'll be a hell of a lot more than everyone else. Shoutouts for Geo FRT for not being too salty that I got Furia a little bit before him. We had 38,000 damage, so we actually had 400 less than the Drogos, and the Meave was actually the person there who was doing the most work. 64k. I played with like a bunch of pros, god damn. My team whooped ass. Shoutouts to everyone on my side, honestly. Nando played the objective. Freaking Drogos was wrecking face, so was the Meave especially. Willow, I didn't even realize we had a Willow, so that shows you the Willow was a bit of a backseat driver for that one, but we healed for 30,000 and we dealt 38,000, so we were third top damage in that game. This loadout works way better than I thought it would. That 1.5 second stun, if somebody is on you and you land it, there is no way they're going to survive. It's really, really strong. I really like this. I don't know if it's going to be as good as the healing one, because the healing one is for 6,000 a second, and obviously you can probably heal multiple people with it if they all stand in the beam, which is really, really strong. Even with cauterize, even with max tier cauterize on that legendary card, you still heal for 600 a second, even if they're cauterized with 90%. So that shows you how strong that is. This one is really good. I like this. Stunning someone for 1.5 seconds whilst giving them 400 damage a second is really cool, but it's the fact that they're so easy to see as well. When someone's stunned, you know exactly where they are, and so does your team if they're paying attention. Furia, one of my new favorite characters, hands down. I cannot wait to see how she's received when she goes into live. I don't know how she's going to be dealt with. I have no idea what's going to happen once people get used to it and know how to counter that, because it's happened with a few other characters before where they seem really, really strong in PTS, like Moji seemed ridiculous, and then she got into live and people learned how to counter her, and then she completely fell apart and was nowhere near as good as she seemed. I don't know if that's going to happen with Furia. I don't think it is, and support characters are going to be the hardest to balance, and she can heal and she can definitely output damage. She can do both things perfectly, and that's why I like her so much. On their side, their Khan did okay, their Buck did alright, the rest of their team did okay too. Their Furia was miles behind what I was trying to do that game though. So thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you've enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section down below, and I also want you to let me know as well, how do you plan to play Furia? Do you want to play her as a damage or as a healer or as a mix of both? I want to hear your guys' opinions. So thank you for watching. I'll see you all very, very soon, and as always, stay frosty.